Hello, everyone, and welcome to Our Ventura TV. I'm Sandra Siepak. On today's show, we're welcoming Yuliana Gonzalez. She is the Executive Director of the Camarillo Hotel and Tourism Association. Thank you so much for joining us on the program today.
Thanks so much, Sandra. Happy to be here.
Very good. We would like you to tell us more about the Camarillo Hotel and Tourism Association and what visitors can enjoy there.
Yeah, so the Camrio Hotel and Tourism Association, we're a hotel association formed back closer to 2015. So, we've been around for a few years now.
Sure.
And the purpose of the organization was really to bring awareness to the city of Camarillo in hopes of bringing overnight stays to our hotels. And of course, that trickles down to the local economy. People dine in our restaurants, people go shopping in our stores. So it's really increasing that visitor economy in Camarillo.
Very good. If you can also tell us about visit Camarillo.com. Now, I know on that particular website, you have a lot of good information that can tell us more about what's going on over there. So I'd like you to share that with visitors who may not be familiar with it.
Yeah, so our website is visit Camarillo.com, and it is a great resource. And I always say it's not just a resource for visitors; it's also a resource for residents. And I always like to point them back to the website because we have a extensive events calendar in there, and we have blogs and so many different things that you can find in the website.
Sure.
And we have these blogs that we talk about, certain things that are going on in the city where, some of these residents might not even know. So it's always good for them to just kind of go in there, dig, and find out a little bit more about Camarillo if they don't know the information already.
Great. I know many businesses throughout Ventura County really struggled during COVID-19. And certainly we would like to hear from you, handling hotel and tourism, of course, out there in Camarillo, how that COVID-19 affected your businesses, and also how you made the changes during this time. And hopefully we see somewhat of a normalcy returning to you at this time as well. So maybe you can tell us more about that.
Yeah, so just like the rest of the world,
Sure.
we were, severely impacted by the effects of COVID-19. And, as a association that relies on visitors and guests to our hotels, that was severely impacted. So we were not seeing, the traditional visitors coming through our door, but thankfully we were able to see host some of our first responders, people that were traveling to the area to really help with the efforts of COVID-19. We were able to house them and things like that. So we were thankful for that type of business. On the marketing side, obviously our job is to promote a destination. So we were, kind of taken aback because we weren't able to do our job and at that time. So we kind of flipped the script a little bit and said, hey, why don't we focus on inspiring future visitations? So, we, instead of promoting, visitors to our destination, let's say, let's not do that. Let's stop that, because it's not safe at this time. But hey, let's inspire them for future travel. And also, just let them know, give them information, and be kind of like a resource for everyone. So we kind of, we were able to make those changes, and it was, a great strategy for us at that time.
And I know, of course, in Camarillo, you have many great venues for so many things going on. One, of course, is you have a lot of wedding venues that go on. So that, of course, I'm sure had a lot of changes for many people that were planning weddings and events at many of your Camarillo facilities. Can you share a little bit more on that too?
Yeah, so a lot of these wedding venues, had to put the pause on all of the different events that were happening that they had on the books. So I know, from now until, 2022, they're probably fully booked because of all of the, the backlog of events that they had to move up. But it was a time where it was just, it was eerie because nothing was happening and nothing could happen. But now, things are looking more, back to normal. So they are able to host events again, of course, with, the proper precautions in place. But like I said, the wedding industry kind of came back roaring, and more and more people,
Yes.
are booking their weddings. And so up until 2022, we're seeing a lot of weddings here in our area.
That's good to hear. And I'm sure many people are very pleased about that as well. What are some of the new tourism developments planned in Camarillo, and what can we look forward to seeing there in the future?
Yeah, so it's really exciting because we actually have a conference center that's going to be coming in 2022, at the end of 2022. It's part of the Mian Plaza, and that conference center will also have a retail restaurant, properties in its place. But along with it, we will have 2 new Hilton properties coming to Camrio. So one of them is going to be the Home 2 Suites. And the second property is going to be the Embassy Suite, which will also be connected to the conference center. So, something that we've been definitely in need for in Ventura County. So it's going to be right off the 101 and right next to the Camrio Premium Outlets, which is a great location.
Yes.
Because it's going to be a nice little hub for, people to have their conferences, then go shopping, then, go grab a bite to eat. So that's going to be a great hub in Camarillo.
Good to hear. Can you share some of the recommended places that you might want to mention here, visit in Camarillo, that viewers may not be familiar with, maybe something different or something that you'd like to bring more attention to at this time?
Yeah, especially with, with our current situation, we always like to promote like open air spaces
Sure.
and outdoor activities. So one of my personal favorites is Camrio Grove Park. It's managed by the Pleasant Valley Recreation and Park District, but it's a nice park. It has some great hiking trails in there, about a 1-mile loop, which is really nice if you're just looking to get, a nice little jog in, and then as well as a dog park. And it's just a great place to have a picnic and just hang out, over, family day. And another personal favorite of mine that not a lot of people know, and it's been a gem for quite a while, but, we're trying to get it out and bring the awareness out for it, is the Western Foundation of Birdaway Zoology, also known as the Camarillo Bird Museum, which actually houses one of the largest collections of bird eggs and nests. So, we've had, Nat Geo come through, NPR, some of these big media publications come through and do stories on it. And they are going to be open for museum tours, I believe, starting in August or September. So be sure to put that on the calendar. It is a great family-friendly museum to visit and get to know. And it's also educational facility. So, always great for the little ones to learn more about our local bird ecology.
Right. And I know you've got some, great things happening over there, lots of events that'll be coming up in the next year or so. Can you share some of those with us too?
Yes. So one of my personal favorites is Wings Over Camarillo, the Air Show.
Sure.
Yes, that's a great local event. They're going to have some thrilling aerobatics, the car show, the STEM pavilion. It's just, one big, aviation party over the 2-day weekend, which, and they have some amazing performers. So be sure to check that one out. And then the second one that I love attending is also the Casa Pacifica Angels Wine, Food, and Brew Festival. Okay. They have over 100 vendors, food vendors, where you can taste and sample some of the best cuisine in Ventura County.
That's always fun. That's always
right.
Yeah.
Yeah, while giving back to the local community. So it benefits the children of Casa Pacifica.
Terrific. Well, if you can, please share your website with us one more time for folks to get more information about all that's going on in Camarillo, so they can come out and enjoy most of that.
Yeah, that website is visitcamarillo.com.
Great. Terrific. Well, thank you so very much, Yuliana Gonzalez from the Camarillo Tourism Association. We wish you so many good things happening in the next year to come. I know that many people will enjoy coming out to Camarillo and visiting all that you have to offer there.
Thank you so much.
Very good. And thank all of you for joining us today on OurVentura TV. We look forward to seeing you next time. I'm Sandra Siepak. Bye, everyone.